Om Bhurбhuvah-svah Tatsavitur-Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam. Sai-Ram, everyone. So we continue our discussions, sweet memories about our beloved Swami Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Well, today I want to share with a couple of stories. That's personal stories because I was fortunate enough to be Swami's translator for the Russian-speaking groups. That was back in 90s. And of course, some of my personal stories just about interviews, but sometimes about different divine manifestations, powers of our beloved Swami. And today let's speak about a couple of stories when Sathya Sai appeared on photo, though he was not in the room or in the hall at that time. Well, one of that stories happened in 90s actually in Moscow, in one apartment, something like 15 devotees, all of them good friends of mine. They spent wonderful evening singing devotional songs and mantras. After that, they took tea with cake, and then they decided to take a picture, group photo. And that was a great surprise for everyone later on after they printed this photo to see Sathya Sai Baba himself just with them. Though, of course, he was not physically in the room, and that was event which happened in Moscow in 90s. Of course, quite many people are trying to understand what is the meaning of all that miracles. Of course, devotees just enjoy, because for us it's obvious that each and any miracle performed by our beloved Swami is actually expression of his grace. Of course, people who are, let's say, outside of Sathya Sai tradition, they ask questions, okay, what is the spiritual meaning? Why to perform all that supernatural things? Is it really helpful regarding spiritual evolution? Well, I think that Swami's miracles are really helpful. And actually he himself, as you remember pretty well, I hope, he himself told us that his miracles actually, first of all, his visiting cards. And another meaning, it's an expression of love, compassion. It's actually not just materialization of, let's say, rings or rosaries, or in this story, materialization on a photo. It's actually materialization of the grace. That's very, very important. Sometimes people can question, okay, we can worship to our beloved Swami, but is it really so that he is carefully listening to our prayers? How can we understand and be sure that he is really among us, though invisible? Of course, some devotees, they have such a ability, let's say, or such a power of clairvoyance. And I myself met quite a number of Sai devotees who are clairvoyant. And of course, that people can just see the subtle form of Swami during any kind of meeting, any kind of worship program. But for the general public, sometimes it's a very good visiting card, very good reminder that really our beloved Swami is with us. And that's the meaning why actually I told you about one story which happened in Moscow, but actually I'm sure that you know much more stories similar to that. And another story, I just briefly mentioned it. I came across this story from Mr. Subbarao. Okay, Mr. Subbarao is a very famous Sathya Sai devotee, brilliant person. Yeah, at the moment he already passed away. But I was fortunate to mix with Mr. Subbarao quite often in Put-Party Ashram, and I visited his room quite often and spoke about different spiritual topics with Mr. Subbarao. That's the reason why some of my stories which I'm telling you, share with you, that's actually the source, the authentic source is Mr. Subbarao. And he told me the story about one college in Bangalore, which was actually in the very first place founded by Sathya Sai Baba. And so it was a certain celebration function, and actually Sathya Sai promised that he will come and join the children, and it was a kind of performance, musical dance program. But unfortunately for all children, Sathya Sai didn't come. Of course everyone was quite sad, can you imagine? But the same situation actually, a few people took group photos, and wonder of wonders, when they printed these photos, they clearly see Sathya Sai, who is standing just with teachers and children of the college, students of the college. And that's the same type of miracle when physically Swami was not there, but he just appeared on the photo, and that was a visible blessing that actually he may not come physically to the certain place and physically may not participate in certain event, but on subtle plan he was there anyway. And the end of this Bangalore story actually was that when Mr. Subbarao told me this story, I asked him, Mr. Subbarao, by the way, do you have this photo? And you know, it was great surprise and pleasure for me that Mr. Subbarao at that moment, that was end of 90s, I believe, he just took the photo and showed to me. And I was enjoying this wonderful photo group of teachers and students, and in the very center of this photo was Sathya Sai Baba, as though he was really with them. So wonderful stories beyond the human imagination. But at the same time, let us remember again and again that all miracles, they are symbolic. All miracles, they have a purpose, spiritual transformation of our consciousness. And when in the future, I'm sure people will experience the same kind of things, please remember that our beloved Swami, he is beyond time, space, birth, death, any location. He's just everywhere. And it means I'm sure that such a type of miracles will happen in the future. So, and the deep meaning is that he is always with us. Sairam, see you next time.
Om Bhurбhuvassuvam Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayantam